Alrighty, guys, let's go ahead and I don't think there are any other contracts we want to do here, and I really don't want to waste time. I mean, financially, we're doing okay. There was one we could do. I think it was this one, but let's just get on to the contract. So let's start with the mech base, see if we need anything there. Yeah, we do need to repair. We also need to do a refit. I think there's some components we got here that we definitely want to use. So let's take a look at what we've got, kind of work our way through. So +5 damage there, none of that seems all that exciting. Flamers we don't really use, large laser not really. We already have an up damage LRM-5 on one of the mechs that uses one. Up damage PPC, which is not bad, but I'm currently not using any PPCs, and I think we'd be hard-pressed to actually use one. The small laser for sure. Yeah, we have 2 small lasers. We also have an SRM-4 that does extra damage. Quite a bit extra damage, I believe. So definitely we have work cut out for ourselves. Also, if I'm not mistaken, we may have some special... Yeah, we have this +3 injury resist. The only problem that I see is most of the mechs that are my frontline mechs have something in their head slot. But we're currently working on this guy, which I actually don't think has anything in its head slot, but we'd have to wait until it was finished, I think. You have a laser in your head slot. You have an SRM-4 in your head slot. We are going to refit that and get a better one. You have a laser in your head slot. So of our mainline mechs, the only one that we don't have using something in their head slot is our trebuchet, which is really not the best case for that. I guess yeah, we have the rangefinder here. Okay, well, first things first. It could be something we'd want to put like in the Vindicator. Oh no, wait, that's right. Maybe the Enforcer? If we're really desperate and we need to use the Enforcer, maybe. That wouldn't really be one of my first go-tos. Oh, do we have more of those rangefinders? No. We could probably buy one. I just don't know where to put that cockpit mod because I think it's only this Shadowhawk that can use it. I guess we'd put it in there. Alright, let's just repair you. Because I don't think there's anything else we need to do there. Refit you. Alright, so we have a couple extra damage lasers, if I remember correctly. Small lasers. Yeah, +10, +5. So let's rip this out. We'll put that in the arm. Put that over here. The +10 damage definitely should go on the center torso so we don't lose it. And we have another +5 damage here. Rip that out. Damage is going to be more important than accuracy, especially as from what I've seen. Accuracy doesn't really make a whole lot of difference for these small lasers. Because I've never seen it. I've never seen the ones with extra accuracy hit any better. Well, the main thing that it helps you with is that the cockpit takes the hit. So if you have consecutive deployments, that pilot is not injured and prevented from going into the next mission. So that's the main benefit of the cockpit mods, is it prevents that pilot from getting injured in the first place. I don't really use it to save their lives. I use it for that reason. Alright, so I'll take 3 days to do.
Logged and noted. Shouldn't be too hard.
Definitely, I mean, we want all of these to get completed. It probably doesn't matter what order they're done in, and we're really going to have a while to travel. Alright, is there any components that I'm missing that we really need to install? I'm pretty sure we already have a +5 damage AC5 in the Enforcer. I could double check that though, might as well. And then that's really it. I already have a +1 accuracy large laser in that Enforcer, so that's not really going to be a benefit. Oh wait, that's right, the SRM-4. That's what I'm overlooking. So we want to put that in you because you're the only one that uses SRM-4s. This will be a very slight upgrade. Plus 2 damage. I mean, it's going to matter. Sure. From 4, yeah, plus 4 damage as opposed to plus 2 damage. So now that's doing what? It's 12 per? So that does the same damage as these SRM6s. My math is correct on that. So that's pretty damn good. And you save yourself a ton. So where are we at on the firepower scale for this guy? 179. Okay.
Right. I'll get it in the schedule.
Alright. The Enforcer. Yeah, that is a plus 5 damage. And then this is the accuracy, right? Oop. Yeah. So we're not really able to do a whole lot to make the Enforcer any better. I don't think there's a whole lot we could do to make, and I don't know if it'd be worth the time and money to make any of these better, especially if we don't know we're going to use them in the first place. The only one I'd really want to make better is the Jenner, but I would need better medium lasers for that, and those have higher priorities than other mechs. So, yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot we can really do here. Alright, well, let's move on. Let's take a look at our star map. So, how long is that going to take us? It's going to take us 9 days, but it's going to take us way more than that to get to our next location. So, let's see how far away our next location is. Alright, so, oh, there's another flashpoint up here. 2.5 skulls, Draconis Combine against a mercenary company. It's short, with no consecutive deployments. It is a light tonnage requirement. Okay. Well, that's interesting, but this is the one I really want to do. This is a very difficult mission. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4.5 skulls. Does have a light drop weight, although not every mission may have that weight requirement, so we don't really know for sure. It's a long engagement. There are consecutive deployments. We get some Lost Tech items, which is really good if we can get those. Yeah. The only thing I don't know is how high the light tonnage requirement is. It's a drop weight. It's not you have to use light mechs. It's an actual drop weight. And I don't know what that drop weight is, so it's kind of hard to anticipate what mechs are going to be using. And also, it may only be one mission. So let's read the description and kind of figure this out. Our allies in the Free Worlds League have a special request for us. They insist that they can only give us details in person. Oh, that's not a good sign. But this is going to be our last hurrah. If we all get murdered in the mission, well, so be it. So it's going to be 33 days. As I said, we have plenty of time. Set course.
By your command.
Maybe I should have tried to see if there were any pilots there. I didn't think to do that. Well, it's a little late now. Pretty sure you can't hire pilots in the middle of space. Let's double check that. I mean, you can look at pilots. You can't hire them. You may not hire mech warriors while in transit. That's what I figured. Now, really what it would have come down to is I would have needed a very experienced pilot. Otherwise, I wouldn't want them. Alright. Let me take a look at my mech bay, actually. Did the Shadowhawk get finished?
Down here in the hole.
Because if it did, we want to modify it. It did. Okay. So this is going to get a refit. Fairly simple refit. I don't think there's anything else to put in here. Yeah, we don't have any special medium lasers. If we did, obviously we'd put it in there. Don't really have. Is this a good call for that PPC? Nah, it'd be too heavy. I'd have to strip too many things out. I think that wouldn't be a good call. The amount of things I'd have to strip out, it wouldn't do all that much damage. Because I'd probably have to strip out all of the medium lasers in one of the SRM6s. That's just too much damage getting thrown away. So, yeah, I think it's fine. Let's just go ahead and put that equipment in there, the cockpit mod. Yep, that's going to be it. That's not going to take long, but I think it's important. Especially if we start having pilot issues. We could keep our meat together a little bit more. Alright. Continue.
Ready to go over financials
Ooh,
whenever.
financials. Might as well keep up with that, although money might get tight here. I mean, we should have well over 2 million, no matter what I do on the Argo. And I have components I can sell when we get into port, so I'm not too worried. In the theory, this mission will pay well, as long as we don't get murdered. Alright, you're all done. That's fine. Doesn't matter, because we don't have any other work for you to do. So, let's just very quickly evaluate where we're at as far as our mechs. So, our main lance is going to be the 2H of the Shadowhawk variant, the 6R Wolverine, and the Trebuchet as our medium mechs, and then we're going to run with the Firestarter as our light mech, as kind of our scout. Back up, we have the other Shadowhawk, and then depending on what the tonnage requirements are, we have the Vindicator, Enforcer, Jenner, and some other backup mechs as well. This Panther probably wouldn't be bad. The Commando, in particular, this one isn't so bad either, but we don't really have that much armor in some of these mechs. We also have a Javelin. So we have options if we really have to drop our weight. I'd prefer not to, though, because once we, like, really our two best light mechs are going to be the Firestarter and the Jenner. And relying on any of our other mechs is going to be a liability. But it is what it is. First harvest. Dr. Murad arrives at a briefing, her arms full of succulent red orbs. Look, the first harvest from the hydroponics garden. Are those tomatoes? Darius asks. She tosses him one and he bites into it, then sighs with satisfaction as he wipes the juice off his chin. They are! Tomatoes, strawberries, watermelon, squash, basil, and that's just the early harvest. With studied nonchalance, Smire snatches her own tomato from Farah's arms. The crew will be thrilled, Commander. How do you want to share the news? We'll throw a garden party. We can afford that. And if it gets us morale, which it definitely did, Dr. Murad stands in the center of the hydroponic garden. She brushes a melon tendril away from her face as she addresses the company. I want to thank our commander for making the creation of this hydroponics unit a priority. The fresh produce that we can now enjoy is only the beginning. We're also growing medicinal herbs for use in the medbay, and as I'm sure you've noticed, the air on the pod is also much more enjoyable, which should serve to improve shipboard health. Farah flashes you a smile. So, I would like you all to take a deep breath and raise a tomato or a strawberry or whatever you fancy and salute to our commander and to our new garden. Entire crew lets out a lusty cheer, followed by the sound of contented munching. We get 2 morale, which I can't stress enough how much that's worth. This could cost you, I often say these morale points are worth like 150 to 250 grand a piece. So getting these for very little cost is usually a good thing. We also get +3 medical points for 30 days. So that will actually help when we get shot up here. Although we won't get too much use out of that because we arrive in 22 days. Alright, well 7 days and we'll get our next ship upgrade done. I don't think we'll get anything done in time unless it's 15 days. Maybe we'll get that done just in time. But otherwise, not a whole lot. But this mission is probably... yeah. Once you hit 50, you don't have to worry about it anymore, obviously, because that's a max. We're pretty close to that, I think. We're in the 40s. I don't know where on the 40s. Probably mid-40s.
Hey boss, we've just completed those upgrades.
We're at 45, it looks like. Alright, let's see what we got. So that opened up our last mech bay. That's going to take too long to finish. As will this, but let's just focus on the morale.
Roger that, Commander. I'll get the crew moving.
And then there's just this and this to finish. And this requires the mech bay to be finished to get, so... Alright. 15 days. And we better make money here, otherwise we're going to be in trouble, because we got our financial report hot on the heels of us arriving there, and then we've got the this coming out. which we're probably going to want more money. Solaris Championship. Darius stops by your quarters to recite an invitation. On behalf of our barracks Denzians, I am formally charged with requesting your attendance at an assembly of the mech warriors in the lounge this evening. Libations will be consumed alongside a screening of the recent Solaris Championship. In a less official tone, Darius adds, Freak managed to pick up an official holovid somehow. I expect that our mech warriors are going to watch the fight and get very, very drunk. Fortunately, he's not a gladiator, so we don't get him to do the commentary. We'll accept the invitation. As you arrive in the lounge, Pyramid is saying, come on, we all know it's going to be Norton again. Freak elbows him to stop and nods to you. We're just about to get started, Commander. Take any seat. The Solaris Championship is about as one-sided as expected, but the real highlight of the evening occurs when Pyramid and Freak get into an alcohol-fueled argument over the relative merits of the mechs involved. We get one morale. Hey, we keep getting the free morale. Don't mind that. Alright, let's continue. Well, technically the one morale wasn't free, but 15,000 C-bills is not that big of a deal. Alright, we're gonna visit the store first, just in case. Flamer that does extra damage, not really too exciting. No. No. Yeah, nothing really jumps out at me as being amazing, so let's just get on with this mission. Alright, still no information. We'll see what it is. Hopefully we all don't die. Alright, Merrick Alliance. Commander Gunner, it's good to see you again. I have a rather delicate operation to propose, so naturally I thought of your company, as you are one of the most trustworthy mercenary organizations I have worked with. Well, thank you. That's very flattering, Force Commander Singh. What's the operation, and why are we meeting in the Capellan space? That's a good question. Probably because we're going to kill some Capellans. Ooh, Draconis Combine's involved too. Alright, that's what makes this so sensitive. You may be aware that the Confederation and the Draconis Combine are allied with us as part of the Capatan Accords. Once the secret Federated Commonwealth alliance between House Steiner and Davian was discovered, okay. Perhaps allied is too strong a word, Force Commander, at least according to my family back in the League. Ha! That's precisely it, Dr. Murad. The alliance is of very little benefit to us and mostly serves to assuage House Kurita's fears of a combined Lyran and Federated Suns offensive. And of course, the Capellans need any aid they can get. Hey, it's not like we asked to share a border with Davian. No offense intended, Mr. Van Hanen. Apparently he got a degree since last we talked. I assure you, in any event, we would like to distribute the benefits of our alliance a bit more evenly. The Combine has been operating a joint research facility with the Capellans here on Sax. The League would like to benefit from this research as well, so we're going to steal their technology. Oh, great. Is it a cataphract? Could be. And I suppose just asking nicely isn't an option. What do you want us to do? Because we already did stuff with a Raven. So, my gut says cataphract here. The facility is extremely secure, and our agents have been utterly unable to penetrate it. However, we have learned that there is a two-way communications channel to the facility, which the Combine uses to transmit and receive research data. We have an agent inside a smaller logistics base who has managed to obtain the authentication codes for the facility's communications channel. With that information, we should be able to request and download all the research that's been done there. See, the problem is we're a deniable asset. That's probably why the skulls are as high as it is. That would be quite a coup, Force Commander. The Combine has access to military technologies we have not been able to reproduce. And who knows what other research has been done there. In order to make this work, we will need to pick up our agent from the logistics base and then a dropship in orbit. We'll need to coordinate with a ground team to align the antenna and transmit the authorization. So a rescue op. And a triangulation op. That it? Oh, we'll first need to disable a communications base so that we can operate in orbit without being challenged. Once that's completed, your assessment is accurate, Mr. Vitanen. It seems like exactly our kind of operation, Mouse. First Commander Singh, transmit the details of the first mission and we'll proceed from there. Alright, I don't know if the drop weight comes into play just yet. We'll see. Loading. Calculating. Possibly. Long missions can be 3, but sometimes they can be more than that, depending on branches you pick. Alright, let's read what they got here. So we're getting paid $1 million for this leg. There is a warning. Some tonnage restrictions on the weight of the mechs you can field. Okay, again, that kind of goes in our wheelhouse, so as long as it's not too much of a restriction. The communications facility has not been alerted to our presence as we'd hoped, Commander. That means we will be able to land your team unnoticed and disable the facility. The defenses will be light. It has 1 lance as a garrison and 1 lance as a patrol element, plus fixed gun emplacements. However, I'd still recommend caution. Given the limited force strength, we were able to drop and still remain covert. As mentioned, the covert approach means we have limited intel about the base itself, so you'll be operating somewhat blind at first. Well, it is Lost Tech as a reward, so if it's the Draconis Combine, maybe it's stuff they got from Comstar? I don't know. We're assaulting a fortified base with an underweight lance, Commander. Sort of feels like old times, doesn't it? Or current times. Salvage may be good here. Depends. If it's just 2 like medium lances or 2 light lances, the salvage won't be that great. So having it as high as it is not going to really help us. I say we go more money here. Maybe the wrong call, but that's what I'm going to do. Okay, many of my mechs have... Oh, okay, so we cannot take anything heavier than 50 tons. Interesting. Normally it is a lance-wide drop weight. Well, I couldn't keep it. Yeah, I mean, if the mission forces me to use it, I mean, I don't know what I would do, but... let's see. Well, then that means we're going to have to run with the old school Vindicator and Enforcer combo. We are changing our pilots, though. One of our best pilots involved. We were using our crummier pilots. Oh, what am I doing? We haven't used any of our experience. All right.
Yes, Commander.
You don't have enough to level up.
I'm here.
Nor do you. Although, yeah, we're still waiting to get you up on guts. You don't have enough experience either. We should level up our backup pilots just in case with the consecutive deployments, because we won't get a chance to level them up another time. You were saving up for this, so we're gonna have to wait on that. Pyramid.
Commander.
Wouldn't mind a gunnery skill here. And we'll just go with that.
Mech warrior training complete.
Stargazer. Woodhen.
Commander.
Woodhen, we're trying to get up this scale, so work towards that. That minimum range actually does help, so we'll go with that.
Training complete.
All right, now let's do the mission. All right. I wish I had better 50-ton and less mechs. Most of my mechs are 55 tons. Oh, well. All right, let's do the amount we talked about earlier. You, remove. Okay. I think we go Enforcer, Vindicator here. Question is, which one's better? Vindicator gives us 145 damage, and I think has better armor. 760? 720? 160. Alright, so better damage dealer versus better armor. Yeah, I would really love a crab. I just never got the opportunity. You don't really encounter them as often as I'd like. Okay, I think that we're going to put Freak in the pilot seat of the Enforcer, as the Enforcer does more damage, and he's, in my opinion, the better skilled pilot. And then the Vindicator will be here. And then Stargazer will be in the pilot seat of the Firestarter. And then where is Lawyer? Lawyer will be in the trebuchet. That should be pretty good. You know, the Enforcer and the Vindicator are still respectable for their weight. Trebuchet doesn't do as much damage as I'd like, but the Firestarter is going to be the star of this one. Damage output, we're at 160, so equivalent to the Enforcer. The maneuverability and all that, the heat efficiency, this thing should be amazing. I'm putting a lot of my chips on the Firestarter, really giving us what we need. All right, that will be that. Let's deploy. We're at 180 ton weight, drop weight. Now, if it's going to be consecutive deployment, we'll see, because if a mech gets damaged, you can usually replace it. The problem is, if the Vindicator, Enforcer, or Trebuchet get damaged, I don't have a ready replacement. The Vindicator and the Enforcer were supposed to be backup mechs. So we'd probably have to slot in the Jenner or something like that, and that would be a little dicey. Alright, let's go ahead and begin the mission.
Command interface initiated.
Looks like a night mission, perhaps. I can't see a damn thing. Oh, there we go. There's some light. Commander, the comms facility is just on the other side of that hill, straight ahead. They're completely unaware for now, but once you make contact with the facility's defenses, you should expect reinforcements. Good luck, Commander. Alright, so we want to take out the turrets probably quickly. So destroy the communications facility and then destroy the Liao defenders. That's a bonus. We may just get in here. Oh yeah, that'd be nice. Firestarter only. Of course, I'd have to get enough Firestarters. Maybe a jump. Jump would get me pretty far, actually farther than the sprint.
Copy that, Commander.
It's funny, the Trebuchet is going to be my most maneuverable
Time
mech.
to earn our money.
Well, outside of the Firestarter, of course. Probably didn't want the Trebuchet up front like that, but I'm a silly boy. The mod where all your mechs are Firestarters. Oh.
Engaging jump jets.
We want our Firestarter to be fairly close, but I don't want him to be able to see me just yet. Although this mech, if it's light, is going to see me right away. Oh, it's a 30-ton mech. So what is that, a spider? I think... No, spiders are... Trying to think, what's all 30 tons? A Javelin's 30 tons. Urban mechs might be 30 tons. I think spiders are 30 tons, but they may be 35. I want to say they're 30. Yeah, an urban mech. Yeah, I'm going to jump right here. Gets me fairly close.
Jumping.
That screams spider to me, but we'll see. Apparently there's at least a couple. We have the buildings. Alright, let's go ahead and reserve. Medium buildings. How much health do they have? I can't see that yet. Alright. Oh, we'll find out shortly. Oh, okay. Well, it didn't move that far, so that actually may be an urban mech. I'm gonna go ahead and let some things go here. As a matter of fact, we might as well even go down to the turrets, because we burned through some of their turns. Alright. Yeah, they might be like 150 or something. There was another mission I did, though, where, like, the thing had, like, an absolute ton of health. Oh, I can't get at that turret. My goal is to get at that turret with the, And that's not going to be our opening move, then. I can still see it. The risk I have... I think I may use Vigilance here, because I would like to be able to hit and then move. Alright, I'd like to get vision on most of those things. So I'm going to go ahead, jump in. We'll use Vigilance to protect myself, but also to get myself into a position here. Oh boy. That's not good. Alright. It's a javelin.
Confirmed.
I expected them to be heavy turrets, and they are indeed. So we might get opened up on here pretty good. Thankfully, it missed a lot. Alright, that makes this turret not actually as much of a threat as... well, honestly, that turret's already gone. I'm sure there's more turrets that we can't see. Okay, we got a Thunderbolt, a Hunchback, operating as a light mech, so that's very dangerous. Like, extremely dangerous to us. Because we have to get in close. Which version is it? 4P. That's the medium laser variant. Okay. I think the turrets are the priority here. I'd like to make them the priority anyway. How much health does a turret of that caliber have? Let's see. 225 from the armor. As a matter of fact, do we have this? 150. Like, large is probably a little bit more than that. But we'll just focus on the medium buildings because they aren't so bad as far as that goes.
I'm your spaniel.
I have to remind myself what weapon systems these guys have. I can't do that much damage in one go with one mech. So let's jump up.
Look, Mom, I'm
We
flying.
can do a multi-target here, I think. So you're going to be A, you're going to be B, and this is just to burn through a little bit of this guy's evasion so we can hit him, maybe.
Splitting fire.
Hey, we can hit the turrets, that's good. Okay. Probably do the same thing.
They got
Oh,
a sensor
okay.
lock on me.
Really sure why they sensor locked me. They can see me just fine. I guess it's just to make it easier to... I don't know how many turrets they have. This is starting to actually worry me when they do things like that. Okay. So we're going to do a similar move here.
Engaging jump jets.
I'm going to double check how much armor this thing has left. 110. I might just open up on that and focus on it rather than split because I'm afraid... if we miss, it's kind of a moot point anyway. You know what? Just do what we've been doing. Yeah, I know it burns the evasion. I'm just curious why they did it. Alright.
Engaging multiple targets.
Okay, we got it. Probably barely. Hey, we keep hitting them. And then they end up firing at the fire starter rather than the, icky.
I'm showing minor damage.
Standing by.
Alright. Lawyer, what can you see? I could be more aggressive with the trebuchet and get in here. Just try and take the javelin out before it really gets an opportunity to do anything. Would put the trebuchet in kind of a bad spot, potentially. Especially if there's more turrets.
Rolling.
This guy's taking quite a bit of damage, though.
Gotcha.
And I'd like to mess him up here. Fortunately, we weren't able to finish him.
Bet that hurt.
Yeah, they keep firing the turrets. Alright. Another laser turret. Okay, stop with the turrets. We get the idea. Oh, ho, ho. Alright. I really want to take this turret out. Problem is, I kind of want to retreat with Firestarter. And that would make me lose vision. We may have to allow the Firestarter to be attacked here for the sake of... I don't know. I don't like that.
Yes, Commander.
I think the right move here is attack and back off. Maybe it's not the right move, but... Now, at least we hurt the javelin pretty decently.
Scored a critical hit.
I'd have been better off with a called shot there. Here comes the hunchback. Who are you going to fire at? Okay. Then the javelin's going to go. If we can remove their vision, they have to use sensor locks to hit me. So, my game plan here, javelin just kind of stood there, is we kind of wanted to take that javelin out.
Wait.
But if I were to attack it now, what's my chance of hitting it? Very bad. If I jump all the way back, in theory, they shouldn't be able to see me anymore. And they would have to use sensor locks. Now, I know the turrets can do that, and they can do it from a very far range. But we'd also be in a pretty defensible position after doing this, too. So, that's why I'm doing it.
Acknowledge.
One thing I realized is actually the Vindicator does more damage because the Enforcer relies on small laser to do that kind of damage. It doesn't really matter, though. Let's go ahead and do a called shot here, I think. We want to go after the right torso so we can remove those weapon systems if we can.
All weapons committed.
Fortunately, I don't think we hit it at all there. Okay. Back up.
Engaging jump jets.
This is going to be kind of my strategy. Again, I don't know if it's the best call,
They will be done.
but I think they should have a hard time retaliating.
Firing on target.
It would have been nice if he'd hit there, but alright. As you wish.
Ooh, that hit something good.
Oh, jump jets just do not carry very far. Oh, we'll jump back as far as we can.
Oh, I take flight.
Alright. Thunderbolt. Ah, it's gonna sensor lock me. Damn it, that actually sucks because now the turret should be able to open up on me with the long LRMs. And I didn't really build up that much evasion, so a lot of this is gonna hit. Now granted, I do have good damage reduction. I think there's only 2 of those LRM turrets, though. Those should be the only things that can actually hit me. Oh, that hurts. If we get those turrets out of here, there's going to be a problem. Alright. Serve. Javelin will come forward. It does see me. That's a problem. I'm going to let the hunchback come forward here. Yeah. Okay. It's going to be hard to really remove their vision, so I think the good call here is maybe gain the vision of those turrets if I can. Just go ahead and let the Thunderbolt go. If it can see me, it can see me. I missed. Alright, can we get into a position to see that turret? No, but I could sensor lock it. Alright. So my thinking is we jump forward, get in range of these mechs here. It doesn't matter which one we attack. Let's say we would attack the Javelin just to finish it off next turn. We use Vigilance to give ourselves protection. We sensor lock the tower so we don't attack this turn. I think that's going to be the right call. And then we try and take the turret out. I don't know if we have enough damage at range, though. We could finish it off next turn, maybe. Well, I don't know what other choice we have. If we keep letting these turrets stick around, they're gonna be able to murder me. So. Sensor lock. Oh, I can see it. But I don't need to sensor lock it. Alright. We got an awesome. Oh shit. It hasn't gone yet. Alright, we'll finish off this javelin just so it's not a problem anymore. Burn that guy off.
Acknowledge.
Yeah, it was super overkill, but just get him out of the way.
Hostile removed.
I don't know, we'll find out here in a second. BBC. I think he would have fired his LRMs at us earlier if he had them. Yeah, it's a standard awesome.
Yes, Commander.
Alright. I'm gonna try and take out... I need to get closer to get that large laser in there. Oh, that means the Vindicator won't be able to hit it at all. Well, not with... Damn it. Gotta mess that move up then. This is probably gonna make me too hot. Well, we gotta do something.
Acknowledge.
Multi-target. You're gonna be A. I'm not sure who to make B. We could do full damage here, or we could keep doing damage to the Hunchback, who's already pretty hurt. I say go with the Hunchback.
Roger that.
I don't think we're gonna have enough damage output. Oh, I know we're not gonna have enough damage output. Well, maybe if all three of our... Again, the large laser's not gonna be in range. That's the main reason why we're not gonna get it. You already went with the sensor lock, so...
Commander?
I don't really want the trebuchet to keep getting hit, but... Actually, let's go to the Vindicator. Can the Vindicator get in range to hit this damn thing? Oh, it can. Excellent. Can you get into his position to be able to hit? Can. Alright, excellent. We'll hit the Hunchback again if we can afford the heat. Maybe not, but...
Engaging jump jets.
Alright. Multi-target situation. You're going to be A. You're going to be B. We're not going to be able to get away with much of this. But, wait, why am I doing that? Do the one that has better accuracy. Alright, there we go.
Engaging multiple targets.
This won't kill it, but it gives it a good opportunity for us to take it out with the trebuchet. And every turret down... Yeah, I agree with you. And so Firestar's going to take some damage, but it's got the armor. I will be fine. Alright.
Standing by.
85. I can hit you with the medium lasers. This might put the trebuchet in danger. But...
I'm there.
Again, we're going to get a turret knocked out here, so... Eerie. A. B. R.
Acknowledge.
This definitely should be enough damage, even with a lot of misses. Oh, come on! I had to say it, damn it! Well... It shouldn't be too hard to knock that out. It's just a bummer because we're gonna have to waste damage on it.
It's go time.
Alright, Stargazer should get out of there, so... open up on the Thunderbolt here.
Copy that.
I messed this move up. I'm not going to be able to see it now. I'm a moron. That was a bad move. I really needed to not do that. We could probably move forward and see it, so it's not the end of the world, but it puts me in a bad position. Trying to get my fire. You know what? I'm half tempted to just. We're gonna get punched if I move up this close to somebody. I'm gonna get punched. So I'm instead gonna move over here. They're gonna get in behind me too. I don't like that. They might not be able to get in behind me there. Yeah, this really sucks. I messed that move up so bad. Oh, and I forgot the vigilance. Oh, I'm a moron. My fire starter is gonna get annihilated. I messed that move up so bad. Oh, I couldn't have messed up that move any worse. Yeah, I also didn't get any line of sight, you're right. God, I'm a moron. And all I need is an LRM-5 to knock it out. You gotta be kidding.
I'm here.
And I can't get line of sight with anybody else. Not without overheating like a mother. Well, we gotta go for it, because if I don't do it, it's gonna be a problem, so... We're gonna yeah. I'm just making dumb mistakes. Yeah, I have to move here. And I'm gonna overheat so bad. The Vindicator... I know, I'm not going to attack the turret with this mech. I'm just getting the line of sight with this mech. That's why I'm doing this. I also can use a small laser, in theory. Oh, this is such a dumb move.
Affirmative.
Because it's just not gonna go well. I will use Vigilance to try and get out of this, but... I should have used it on my other mech. I effed up, more or less. Let's turn off what we can't get away with. That'll have to do.
Locked on target.
Like that! Alright, now the Vindicator will walk up. He'll fire the LRM-5 at that. And then everything else will be at the Hunchback. But yeah, I really messed up this turn hardcore. Alright, multi-target. You're A. You're B. Probably going to turn off the large laser here. Alright, that should do it.
Engaging
Please don't miss.
targets.
Thank you. Okay.
Waiting for orders.
You're the only one that really has enough firepower to really get away, I think, with, I really want to get this right torso knocked out, because knocking out the left torso doesn't really do us any good, because you've got, well, a bunch of heat sinks that doesn't limit you. There's only one medium laser over there. I think we should keep targeting the right torso here. Hopefully we get enough damage out of it.
This should be good.
No.
Scored a critical hit.
Hopefully the attack on the, okay, if they go up the Enforcer, I don't mind it so much. Like both of those missed, even though we didn't see the animation. Alright, we're going to get away with this a little bit. Force is going to take some pretty heavy damage. Yeah, I know.
Under heavy fire.
I'm trying to go for the best endurance. 2 LRM-15s is kind of hard to fuel with ammo. At least that was my
Lots
rationale.
of armor. Good to go. Yes, Commander.
Just keep hitting the Hunchback here. I'm gonna walk, so I think I can get away with most of my weapons. Not a medium laser. Well, the medium laser does more damage. Oh, that's going to be an overheat. All right, fine. We'll go with that.
Firing. Inflicted some heavy damage.
I want to be able to see this turret. So I'm going to walk up to it, more or less. We're pretty much asking them to attack our Enforcer.
Rolling.
And I forgot to do Vigilance again. That ace pilot messes up my normal order of things. Did you just stay there? You didn't do anything. Wait. Was there a light mech that showed up? I'm a little confused right now. Alright.
Yes, boss.
Okay. This time I will use Vigilance. I might get punched. If that happens, there's not a lot I can do about it. Yeah, okay, they did. I wasn't paying attention. Oh, I hope you guys are ready for me making lots of mistakes, because I did not get very much sleep last night. Time for the excuses. Alright. I think we focus on the turret if I can. At this point, I'm just going to be super aggressive here. I'm going to do what I can to try and take the turrets out. You're going to be A. You're going to be B. Obviously cannot fire that much. We'll turn off one of the medium lasers.
Engaging multiple targets.
This would be going better if I didn't make as many mistakes as I'm making. Alright.
Commander?
And lawyer would come up. I will continue to go after that turret as much as I can. You're going to be A. You're going to be B.
10-4.
Okay. I mean, Thunderbolt is continuously not doing anything. Okay, that could have been worse.
Systems holding.
We're gonna get hit with the Enforcer pretty bad, though. Surprised no head hits.
Reporting heavy fire.
Alright. So what I'm gonna do with the Enforcer is I'm gonna walk it up and we're just gonna try and, like, close range attack that turret.
Mech warriors, show 'em what you got.
Alright, we are in a position, though, where we have the initiative advantage. I'm not really sure how much I can do with that, though. This is just not a good fight for us. The turrets kind of screw us. Well, I can wait.
Waiting for my opening.
Now they're there. We know where they're coming from now.
I'll just wait here until you need me.
Okay. It could be a number of things.
Standing by.
Alright, so if I move here, I do get you in range of all my weapons. I also get you in range of all my weapons. That should be the focus of everybody else, though. Question is, how much armor do you have left? You have... Okay. So it's not likely the trebuchet would be able to take you out by itself. Alright, this is what I'm going to do.
Waiting for orders.
Move up. We're going to attack the Thunderbolt with part of our attack and this with our other part. And then we'll see where we stand.
Coordinates received. Gotcha.
Okay. How much health do you have now? Is this... That'd be 15? In theory, our LRM-5 can take that. But if any one of my missiles... I can only afford one missile missing. I'm gonna keep going after the Thunderbolt here. I think... Yeah. I think what I'm gonna do here... I don't like it. A, B... I'm half tempted to fire the large laser and the LRM-5 just to be sure. But I don't think that's the right call. So that's going to be B. Hopefully this doesn't mess up, because if it does, then I could finish it, but it'd be trickier. Please don't miss too many missiles. Oh, thank you. I'm starting to get kind of nervous.
Commander?
Alright, we're going to continue with my plan, which is move the Enforcer up and use this entire firepower upon the turret. This should be the last turret alive.
Move order received.
Fortunately, I can't give it a full salvo without overheating. I'm also going to use Vigilance because I want to.
Confirmed.
We should be able to get this next turn. I don't really like the fire starter just sitting here. But I also don't like some other things that may happen, so... This is going to be ugly for the follow-up.
Total damage. Waiting for
I mean, what do
order.
you do with the fire starter in this occasion? If I jump, I'm too hot, and I can't really attack a whole lot. And then it's possible that this guy will just open up on me with PPCs and annihilate me. I think I'm too far away for him to punch. I really feel like I have no choice. Maybe he should have gone in on that back attack, but...
Engaging jump jets.
Wow. I'm really having to turn a lot of this off, huh? Yeah, but that doesn't really profit me
Firing.
too much, knowing what they are. I'd rather get damage or get myself into a good position or something. There's another turret I don't know about. I need to blow these buildings up and get the hell out of here. I'm starting to get really effed up now. All of my mechs need repairs. I think trying to attack the turrets was the wrong strategy, and it's costing me dearly. There's just way too many of them.
Internal damage.
You think it's a catapult? But it moved on the assault weight class. It can't be a catapult.
Time.